Gyökeres hype. What are
Hey,
you
right.
telling me,
Right. So it's a sunglasses thing.
What are you
Man, like, that's
telling
not
me, my
15 minutes.
brother?
Brother,
Like
what's
Gyökeres and
going
that?
on? What's
Hey,
going
bro.
on? What's going on?
Hey, that man told me you signed Johnny Bravo, blood. What are you
Man,
telling me?
don't think I haven't seen your clips where you
What
wanted
you
Gyökeres.
mean,
He
fam?
played 15
Hey,
minutes.
bro.
It's still Gyökeres in the
Hey,
building.
nah,
The
man
six
said
them
Johnny
alone. The
Bravo,
gun
blood.
jams because Arteta didn't have no
Hey,
heart to
bro,
bust
it's
it.
crazy.
Less than that. I thought
It's
it was
crazy,
a humble
bro.
Friday.
Nah,
Hey,
that's what the man
Gyökeres is
is
gonna.
saying, bro. That man
You man
said
are
he
getting
signed Johnny
Šeško. You need to
Bravo.
be
Man was
easy,
looking for the
man.
beanies and that.
Brother, Gyökeres is here, man.
Hey,
Glock
nah, it's
9, Glock
crazy,
14,
you know.
BT
Nah,
14. We're here, bro.
can't even
We're
lie,
here. I
bro.
don't need to do the chatting.
Nasty work.
I don't need to do the chatting. You lot are too
Hey,
obsessed with my
brother.
football club. Don't
Bro, this
worry.
is what I've been
17th
hearing,
of
bro. You
August.
man got pissed up by Tottenham. Do you know what
And
I'm
you lot got
saying?
pissed up by them in the European final, and you're still
I
twerking for them.
hear
What
it.
going for this
I hear it.
humiliation fetish you lot are dealing with,
But,
bad man?
bro, you man was supposed to do what we couldn't do, win the game.
Bro, no, you lost. Bro, you lot lost. Bro, we've got the same amount of pre-season losses as well. You know that, innit? You lot lost in Hong Kong against the fucking caterers and shit.
This is crazy.
Come on,
so
man.
you man lost to Tottenham. And,
Yeah,
bro,
when it don't
apparently
mean
Man
nothing.
United might have messed up the Isak to Liverpool deal as
Yeah,
well.
he's still going over there, Rants,
Bro,
man.
listen, I can't lie. They can't allow him to go there, blood. You know what I'm saying? They can't allow him to go there.
Surely it's mind games, though, man. Like,
Nah, because
first
they
bid,
can't. If they can't get a replacement, they're not going to let him go. They're in the Champions League.
I hear that, but first bid typically gets rejected. They're probably going to
does.
wait because he's going to kick. My man's kicking up a fuss. Ain't he over there in Spain or something at his former club?
Yeah, but he's got 3 years left on his deal. They don't have to sell him. And you know how stubborn, the Arab brothers are, bro. It's a disrespect. They're about honor, bro. If you disrespect them, man, they'll lose money. They will lose money just to make a point. You know them ones, because it's like, bro,
I think once they get Watkins or something, or even
what is money to them, man? Whatever they pay him a year is baby food money to them. They got that under the front seat in the whip. You know them ones, like that's under the front seat. Like how much can Isak really be making? A little young 10 million for the season. What is that to Saudi? Yeah,
he's still playing, man. I reckon he still goes, man.
10 million, bro.
I hope he don't go Liverpool because they're gonna do evil stuff.
Come on, Daniel Dubois got a young 10 million for quitting, blood, the other day. What's a little 10 million? Do you know what I mean? That's a light money to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Man. I can't lie, bro. Like, Isak ain't going to be able to badman his way out of the club. They'll let him go on their terms, innit? And they don't need to sell. So if Man United have indirectly mashed up this deal, brother, hey, listen, what a day.
He's still going over there, man. Like, there's a long way to go.
I don't know. I did say, bro, they have to make a statement one way or another. You either need to sign someone to make a statement, or you need to say you're not leaving to make a statement, because
I'd rather do the you're not leaving thing, if I'm honest.
The way they've been mugged off, they missed out on João Pedro, they missed out on Cunha, they missed out on Mbeumo, and they was negotiating Mbeumo from last season, and we still slapped them.
Trafford.
You see that?
It's been a tough season for Newcastle. Well, pre-season for Newcastle still.
Brother, just pride alone, you have to just tell Isak, allow it. You're not going in it. Just on a pride thing, like, bro. Because if
he's cut from the country though, like he's not rating their thing. He's
brother,
just gone.
They have to hold the club, bro. If they let him go, because bro, they've missed out on all their targets, every single one, and only landed a Langer, bro. That's crazy.
I feel sorry for Newcastle fans, man, but the social media Newcastle fans
feel sorry for them because they were piping up.
Yeah, the social media Newcastle fans were doing way too much.
Them man ever won was Alan Shearer, bro, and these man were chatting bare spicy to me, bro. You know them, bare spicy to me. I'm like, bro, there's only one United in the Prem, blood. Relax. You know, like that. Relax, my brother. They were talking mad spicy. Now your chain getting popped. Man taking your crep. Man taking everything, blood. Man took your house keys, everything. You man are finished. So you have to hold on to Isak, bro. You cooked football club, bro.
I love to believe you, Rants. Well. I still think he's going over there, man.
I used to like Newcastle till their fans started talking all kinds of madness. Now you have to hold that. I can't lie. You have to hold that now, bro. You man can't sign nothing, bro. It's mad. Them man from getting linked with Ekatike and all these man have talked about Muniz and them man there, bro. Man have to start going raiding the championship.
Do you know what? That might be the best angle, to be fair.
You might get a young Dwight Gale and that. I don't know if he's still kicking ball, blood. You know, bro, so yeah, that's their level right now. Get a young Dwight Gale and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's mental. Dead club, bro. This is what happens when you man chat shit, bruv. You man thought you could sit at the big boy table. Allow it.
I can't
what
lie,
it
their
is, man.
fans on socials done the most, do the most. Losing to them or anything around them, it is quite antagonizing. They
Bro,
needed
and now they got Ramsdale as well. Imagine them man will link
dark,
to now you got Ramsdale, bro.
darkness.
It's not,
Darkness. The thing is, that's the right club for him slightly because he's a passing merchant. He don't want to concentrate. He wants to jump up and down. It's the right place for him. But
no
darkness.
facts.
But
Do
they
you know
never
what I'm
wanted
saying?
him though. They wanted Trafford and all them kind of guys.
Nah, it's nasty, bro. They haven't got any of their main targets, yeah. And it's like, even when you look at Spurs, for instance, yeah, like Spurs are the only team I've seen bottle a here we go. Like them man had the here we go for my man. All of a sudden,
Yeah, but
man got double
my
barrel
man brought the
shotgun.
skanks out, man. The president
Bruv.
just said, "Bro, you're not to leaving."
But that's what Newcastle need to do to Isak. You know them, man. Them man need to say to him, "Yo, brethren, allow it in it." You know
If
them, man.
Isak
You
does
man
the
just need
right
to see
thing,
some
just
black
skate over to
Mercedes.
Somalia, man. You're good.
Bruv, the black Mercedes pull up outside my man's whip, blood. The Secret Service. Let Isak know, brother, you're not leaving. Because this is what happened to my man. You know what I'm saying? Man, I've never seen an interview where my man is actually there to make sure man don't fuck up. You know what I mean?
Don't say the wrong thing. Then he's like, "Oh, thank you to Miriakis."
Bruv, it's crazy.
Under duress.
Man had the burner on his lap. You know the ones. You know about sitting
It's
at
like,
the table.
it's like when your mum or dad, you get in trouble, you have to apologize. Like he's bare holding in tears.
Crazy. Man said, I'm here, you know. Like, bro, just make one false move, you know. Man's just there. Nasty. Do you know what I'm
this
saying?
window's been crazy, man. For
Brother,
everything.
Spurs. Like, bro, them man, the thing, how could you activate a release clause and not get the player, bro? I've never seen it before.
Can't lie, you're right. Because I don't know how it hasn't gone through. Because if personal terms are an issue, they've activated it. I know they were doing the snitch thing where they were saying, "Oh yeah, they spoke to the player about us knowing." But everybody's talking to every player in football. Every player that we've seen signed at whatever club, like let's just say the last few years, bro, everybody's talking to them. It's the case of you go have dinner with the agent. What's the personal terms? Deals get agreed. So, God knows, man. God knows what happened there.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I swear with the release clause, you play the release clause, yeah, and then that's it. Them man were like, yeah,
that's
but
what I thought.
Bro,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, but no, blood. We talking about release clause. Hold that. You know what I mean? A man ended up signing a new deal.
Pressure.
Absolute madness.
Absolute
you know what I'm saying? Pressure. And now they got Polina on loan, apparently.
That's a good sign.
What I'm saying?
Even though I want to hate.
Yeah, but these men are showing you, yeah, that, bro, you can tell a man they're not leaving. That's what man need to take from that. You could tell a man you're not leaving. If you're a real ambitious football club, you could say to a man, hell no. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what these men need to do with Isak now. Man said Isak and his camp are forcing this move.
They are, man.
Isak has no intentions, no wish, no desire to play for Newcastle.
No, but to be fair to Isak, yeah, what people forget, I think his name's Craig Hope, and I'm not here to gas up journalists and all those things, but I think he's been on the ball. When you kind of look at the timeline around Isak and Newcastle, it makes sense as to why he's vexed. Obviously, with this Liverpool thing, it's kind of flipped it on his head. But long story short, I think they had some level of a change with a sporting director. But long story short, the previous regime had a contract on the table for Isak. Allegedly, Paul Mitchell's come in and he said, like, not to criticize why Isak's getting a new deal, but it's like, you lot are trying to look over P's. You've got a man that's under contract, one of your highest earners. Why on God's green earth are you going to give him a new deal? Obviously, that's rubbed Isak up the wrong way. And he also said as well, yeah, like, do you remember the start of this season where everyone was like, oh yeah, Isak, he's falling off, he's in poor form. It was around them. Now, obviously, they've got their act together. I personally think Liverpool been in Donny's ear for a while because I don't think I hear what you're saying about this, the Saudi man moving mad, but Isak's camp can't be stupid, neither can he. You're only going to kick up a fuss if Liverpool is giving you some sort of assurance they're going to do all they can. And the first bid normally gets rejected. I genuinely still think he ends up there. I hope he don't. They get Isak.
But you know what the wickedest thing is, yeah? He's got 3 years left. So Newcastle, yeah, his value doesn't even go down if they keep him for a year. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not like there's one more year and the value plummets. Even if Isak doesn't kick a ball next season, he's still 100 million because he's still got 2 years left. Do you understand? And he's young enough. So
to be fair, if he stays,
have nothing to lose.
To be fair, if he stays, I actually thought, like, I know Barcelona are broke, but you look at Barcelona, potentially Bayern Munich, a couple of clubs. I know people always looking at strikers, but a couple of clubs you can make a case of would have looked at the striker situation for next year. I don't blame him for wanting to go Liverpool. It makes too much sense, but boy, Yeah, they might not let him go if they don't find a replacement. But then you have that caveat, yeah, of obviously, I'm sure Isak will sit there and go, yeah, they need a replacement. And Newcastle know that. And that's where I still think they're at. I think Liverpool will circle back when obviously they've got when Newcastle brings someone in.
It's not just a replacement. They'll need a high-profile replacement because you can't let go of Isak and then go and get Ollie Watkins because then man will riot.
That's why they were looking at when we lost Van Persie. Who the fuck did we get? Shout out Giroud. You're gonna have to hold that. Get on with it, man.
I know, but the thing is, Newcastle, after they've had their chain popped X amount of times, bro, they can't then go and get.
And you can't surely have an unhappy
You can't go and get Nicholas Jackson or something like that. These men will go crazy. They have to at least get a name that would appease the fans, innit? Šeško as a name.
Because the TK thing didn't bang.
Exactly.
Šeško, cool. You can do the managerial half.
Not Douglas Luiz, sorry.
This is a good signing, but it's not a sexy name. Like, not going to get
that Chelsea sign, sorry. João Pedro. João Pedro, yeah, name-wise. That would have been a lit signing because it's a young you get me? The little Brazilian name and that. Bro, you can't go out and get an Ollie Watkins, yeah? Like after this, do you know, you can't. They'll go nuts. Or Nicholas Jackson, they'll go nuts because you're getting rid of.
Ollie Watkins will bang for them, you know. I hear what you're saying, but I actually think Ollie Watkins
will bang for them. I think Watkins is the perfect kind of player in the Eddie Howe system. However,
it's just the name.
That's not going to appease the football fans. You get it?
It's not.
It won't appease the football fans. Like they're thinking of a name because Isak is a big name, bro, and also with shirt sales is. Also, it's the
he's the guy. He's a legend. He's probably a legend over them sets.
But bro, and it's the morale at the club. Do you know what I'm saying? The morale goes if he leaves, and then you bring in someone that doesn't move the needle. This is what the main problem is. Yeah, this is what the main problem is. So it's not just about the money; it's about the optics and how it looks to the fans. If they lose Isak, who was their talisman, and they bring in somebody that doesn't bring that feel-good factor to St. James's, it's a big L on the behalf of the club and the owners. They have to get the right player, or they have to say, right, you're not good. I'll be real. They have to, because it's like it's not worth the money. It's worth telling him, right, you're staying, and if you don't sort your shit out, you just won't play, blood. But they can't allow him to leave, bruv.
That situation ain't gonna help no one because you got a depreciating asset or you're a big money player that you're paying wages and he's not doing nothing. And likewise for him, obviously you're a footballer, you want to play games. That's what I think is gonna happen. The only check for him is if Liverpool say, we're getting near our limit, we can't pay anymore. I think you'll get done, man. Remember, it's just turned August.
You know what's killed him though? Why didn't he do this, before the Ekitike thing? Because the thing is, the timing of it now means that Liverpool have Ekitike. So now because they have Ekitike, it could come to a situation where that was the guy that was meant to go to Newcastle to allow him to go to Liverpool.
Maybe he got the bird call. Now it's time to act up.
Yeah, but he should have acted up before then to make sure. Because if Newcastle got Ekitike, they would have allowed him to go with a bit less resistance. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it's like they're running. We know that the striker.
Why are Liverpool bullying them as well? Like, why are they bullying?
Yeah, but we know the striker market is very, very dry at the moment.
Yeah, so he should have done it time ago.
Well, there you go, because you're running out of names to replace him now. Because if Man United do end up signing Benjamin Šeško, that means
Šeško thing,
we'll get to that.
He's saying, my guys,
like Benji, you know.
Not to me, blood.
Listen, bro. Listen, we'll get to that. Do you know what I mean? As long as he don't have a debut like Johnny Bravo, you know what I'm saying, brother? You know what I mean? We'll get to that. You know what I'm saying?
Now we're rating Šeško's thing, yeah?
And I like Benji and that. Hey, bro, listen. If we can get rid of Rasmus Højlund and get Šeško the other way, then it's fine. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he don't have to be the main man. He's a young G, bro. Do you know what I mean? If he's having a few rough games,
he's a young G.
Up front, Xerxes up front, and then, you know what I mean? You can learn. You can learn for some real ballers, you know, like that. This is one of them ones. But I'm seeing Kai Havertz getting nutmegged in the box and that. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing all sorts of madness.
Yeah, he got done dirty yesterday. But either way, life's a humbler, man. Remember who was rating Šeško and who was in it. I don't want to see any content remixing.
Bruv, as soon as Šeško bags, I'm going nuts. I'll be real. Like, this is the reality, bro. Proper number 9, bro. This is what we're doing here,
just
guys.
Bruv, people are scared. We don't get gas. We don't do agendas over 15 minutes. This little dibby thing. Yeah.
I don't like these new strikers with no goal celebration. I can't lie. I can't support them. You know them. That's why I was fucking with the whole Gyökeres thing. Yeah, I don't even like him as a player, but he's got a celebration.
You did. I see the video. You had the sunglasses up.
No.
You did.
He's got a celebration, bro. Listen, he's got
no
a
one
celebration.
No one liked to
know
tip
them.
the mask.
Bro, strikers need a celebration, cuz I can't lie. Man grew up on R9 and them real shooters. You know what I mean? You knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? You need a celebration. That man don't like them man in score goals and they're looking around, looking all confused and that. Like, it's all mad. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, Šeško needs to pattern a celebration if he's gonna play for my club, innit? Because, bro, man have to score goals and that. But
he's a good player, man. He's a good player.
Bro, at the end of the day, yeah, apparently his agent's a dickhead. That's why he didn't sign
Clearly
him.
a cunt. Clearly a cunt.
Yeah. That's why he didn't sign him. Because he was your first
and now
choice,
it's the thing where
apparently the agent was moving
he has to move. He has to move because you told everyone you're forwarding. It's like Ivan Toney to Saudi. You have to move now because you're gonna look like a twat. You don't want to go back in for preseason or whatever. You look like a muppet.
Facts. Yeah, they had to humble themselves and the price has gone down now because apparently, like, jokes aside though, man heard his agent was moving crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And Rants, you're forgetting, it's not just this year. Remember last year, he spoke with you lot, he spoke with us, he spoke with Chelsea. Can't remember the games, but he was at all of our grounds. His agent's been knowing I'm going to make some bread off this guy. Like, he shaked himself because if he doesn't sign, and you know, like last year when we tried to get him, he got a new contract. If he doesn't sign that new deal, his release clause is 60 million. You're probably at the Emirates, and we don't have Gyökeres. But that's why in life, everything happens for a reason. Alhamdulillah, you know the tick. Get the last in now, because you get me. We're spraying up everything. Saying that it's man, gassing up 15 minutes. Only just reached. Huh?
What happened?
Bro, you man not ashamed. It's been 15 minutes, fam. It's been 15 minutes.
Brother, listen, I'm telling you, yeah. Brother, how I know it's only pre-season.
15 minutes into a 5-year contract. He's going to be the worst ever.
Forget the score. How are you feeling about the performance that your team put up against Tottenham? Forget the score, because pre-season is not about the score, it's about the performance. What have you seen from your team, yeah, that you didn't see last season that makes you optimistic that you can be better this year than last?
Okay, what we need to remember is it's very humid, it's a different time zone, it's a different temperature. There's so many things we need to worry about, like stuff like that, man. It's quite difficult, man. You know, we're not used to playing in the heat. It looked quite humid. There weren't enough water breaks. The pitch didn't look wet enough. But on a serious note, bro, it's the same old. Like, I'm speaking for myself, yeah. I'm not expecting, like, I do think, how do I put this? I think when people look at pre-season, regardless of what team you support, whatever frustrations or negatives you had last season, man, think you go 2 weeks or whatever anywhere and all the things are written off in it and you're lit now. That's not going to happen. You're not really going to see the benefits until probably like the 10, 11, 12 game mark. That being said, Arteta, I can't see anything different. I see people standing outside the box for corners. I see a bit in the terms of the press. Left-hand side still a mess. Still the same, Rants. Like, it's still the U-shaped football. We're still not moving the ball with any real passion and any pace. It's still the same U-shaped football. Still relying on crosses. You're crossing when nobody's there as well. It's quite predictable and lethargic, and obviously within the context of not doing too much about pre-season and that, because depending on what Arsenal fan you talk to, it's the end of the world where shit, or it's only pre-season, where the truth's in the middle. The result don't mean anything, the performance, and it just never happened, bro. One shot on target. At the end of the day, football's decided in both ends, innit? You're not creating, you're not going to score. And then obviously defensively, I know Mikel Arteta's come out and said Timber and Magalhaes and Calafiori as well, and Trossard, I think, but mainly Timber, Calafiori, and Gabriel Magalhaes, sorry, he said they'll be okay. But the fact that Gabriel Magalhaes has only played 45 minutes against Watford concerns me, because, as I just said, football is decided at both ends. If I've got question marks about how we create chances and how we score goals, and then we're a bit of a mess defensively, it's not really the best foot forward, man. It's not. But same old